Welcome back to CPG 101, and I'm here to give you all the tips that you need to help take your CPG brand to the moon and back. Today, we're going to be diving into another video, and of course, we're going to be dealing with something that's very important, something that's important to you. We're going to be diving into what's the most powerful sales tools for your packaging. Because let's be real, let's really be real about it. If your packaging is silent and it's not good, it's not a good salesman. We need your packaging to be on point. It's the first handshake you make with your product, because everybody's a shopper nowadays, and if your packaging doesn't catch their attention, no one's gonna be buying. In this video, we'll be sharing practical packaging and product tips that will help you stand out. Well, we don't want to just stand out, we want to take over. That's the goal. With these tips, it'll help you instantly connect with your customer. If you're ready, let's do like we always do. Since we do everything in steps, let's break it down. Step 1, first impressions matter. Yes, I tell you all the time, first impressions matter. You have about 3 seconds to grab a shopper's attention with your packaging, and that's it. Other than that, they look, keep on walking. Your packaging must be the following: clear, simple, and it has to be emotionally engaging. You gotta grab them in, pull them in, make them wanna pick it up and buy. If your customer has to squint or guess what it is or guess what you sell, they're moving on. I know I would. I'm not dealing with you. Your goal is to make them say, "Oh, I get it," at the first glance. Tip 2, the shelf scan test. You know what the shelf scan test is. Before you print anything, test how your product looks on an actual shelf. Please put it on, stand back 6 to 7 feet, look at it, ask these questions. Can I tell what the product is standing 6 feet back, 6, 7 feet? Can I read the brand name easily off my product? And of course, number 3, would I grab it over the one beside me? This really helps you focus in and know if your product is standing out amongst other ones. If the answer isn't an easy yes, simplify your design. Less ink, less clutter, more impact. Because you have to remember, when you're on that shelf, it's gonna make a difference if you're standing next to other people who have the same brand as you, but their brand might be taller, might be bigger, might have more colors, and your brand is smaller, darker, doesn't draw attention in. You have to think about all these things. That's why they have prototypes. You create a prototype, you put it on the shelf against other brands, and then you see if it pulls you in. Because if it doesn't pull you in, and you let other friends and family see if it pulls them in, and if it doesn't, scrap it, change it, go back to the drawing board, and think of something different. Tip number 3, color and contrast. Please make sure you understand that color drives emotion faster than words. Color drives emotion faster than words. What does that mean? Green equals fresh, natural, healthy. Red equals energy, bold, flavor, excitement. Black equals premium, luxury, confidence. Black is beautiful, black is bold. Make sure you pick one dominant color and one supporting color for contrast. That's what I mean by color and contrast. Avoid using every color in the crayon box or on the rainbow on your product. That's not needed. Some people do it and then they wonder why no one's picking it up. And always test your design in both good and poor lighting when it comes to stores, because photos and studios don't always help, especially when you put that on that product. It looks good on the computer, but as soon as you put that on that product and you put it in the store, it's a whole different look and you're like, what is going on? That's why I said before, it's always good to make a prototype before you go live. Remember that, please. It'll save you thousands of dollars a manufacturer runs on a product that you do not like. Step 4, clarity over creativity. You're probably like, what, Eric? What? Creative design is great, but remember, clarity sells. Your front panel should always answer 3 things. Always remember this, 3 things. And they should answer it instantly. What is it? Who's it for? And why should I even care to pick it up to even purchase it? Gotta ask these things. Let's give an example. You have a plant-based protein bar for the busy professional. That tells me everything in one breath. Literally, that tells me what it's about, who's it for. Cute taglines are free and fine, but don't hide the basics. Please, don't hide the basics. Like I said, a cute tagline is great and it's all that, but don't hide the basics. The basics will get you a lot farther than having something that's so creative where people don't read it and people don't understand it, and now they're looking at your can and being like, huh? Oh, this isn't for me. It look like it says for the gym type, but really it's not saying gym, it's saying another word. It could be saying for the hemp type or whatever type, and you don't know, or people get hemp confused with gym, whatever it may be. I'm just giving an example. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You're not stupid, but you get my point. Keep it simple. And that's why we always say clarity over creativity. That way you can help people understand who don't know what your brand is, so that when they read it, they get it. And that's why if you ever see me on Taste Test Fridays, I don't like brand names that are so hard to say. If I can't say it, chances are I'm not going to start picking it up. Because if I'm seeing you first time in the store and I can't understand what your brand name is or what it is or how to say it, I don't know what to think and I'm putting it down. Sorry. That's just the way the people are. Tip 5. Function meets form. Yes, function meets form. Packaging isn't just about looks. It's about usability. And you gotta make sure your stuff's easy to use. Ask yourself, does it open easily? I hope it does. Does it reseal properly? Does it travel well? What happens when it gets hot? Will it explode or will it taste funny? Little design decisions can create repeat customers. People remember frustrating packaging just as they remember flavor. You have something that's frustrating to open, I'm gonna remember that. Good packaging should feel like part of the experience. It opens easily, it tastes great, and everything just came together. Hard packaging and opening, I'm gonna remember that. And then if it don't taste good, I'm gonna be like, I just wasted my time, and I'm gonna tell everybody I know, yo, it tasted bad and the packaging was hard to open. Make sure you go through the whole step-by-step process when you put together your packaging. Make sure everything seals correctly. And if you're dealing with a food, make sure it seals correctly so there's no air getting into the bag where all of a sudden you have moldy or mildew product. Trust me. You're like, Eric, why would that happen? I worked for a company. We sent a whole pallet of mildew product to Costco because the seal didn't work correctly. And the seal on the bag didn't shut correctly and no one knew. No one tested it out. That's why it's important to know your packaging before you go out there and put it on the shelf or send it to people after they paid you for something and now you're sending them bad product. Step 6, brand consistency. This is something that a lot of agencies always talk about, the marketing person will talk about, because every element, color, font, tone should look like it came from the same family. You don't want to be saying, we have elegant this, and then the next sentence, we're just wild and crashing out. You don't want that. Your Instagram post, your website, and your packaging should all look consistently together. You want to build consistent things with your business because inconsistency makes a customer second guess if this is the same product or if they should even purchase this product. Consistency sells and it builds credibility. When you're consistent on all fronts when it comes to your social media, your website, your packaging, your wording, it gives someone credibility to be like, yeah, let me go purchase. But if your website, your wording is just all over the place, then they're gonna realize, I don't know if this is the same brand or they just closing their eyes and they're just trying things. It can make some people really feel like I shouldn't try that brand, and I'll wait until an influencer or somebody I know tells me I should try it, and then I'll go try it. Consistency sells, inconsistency hurts the business. Step number 7, design for your audience. Design for your audience. Who are you really talking to? Because you can't talk to everybody. You have to talk to your audience. If you sell clean label snacks, go minimalistic. Yes, go minimalist. If you sell energy drinks, you gotta go bold, you gotta go loud, you gotta go extra. That's what they do. For kids products, make it fun, make it friendly, make it enjoyable. Talk to who you're selling to. Great packaging starts with empathy, and also starts with understanding. Know who's buying and know what they care about. Because when you know this, then you can design for that person that's buying your product. Not everybody, but that person buying your product. Step number 8, the back panel story. I always love a good story on a bag. I always feel like that's important. Most founders waste the back panel on legal text only. Like, really? Like, why? That's a big mistake. And I always think that on every bag. That's your storytelling real estate. I always say on my Taste Fridays, when you tell a story, it allows you to connect with the person who doesn't know who you are. I created in my kitchen after countless late nights. Our goal, healthier snacks that actually taste good. Because what this does, in short, it allows you to be authentic, relatable, tells your why, and that turns buyers into triers and into fans. Because of a lot of time, I never know who you are, and I pick your bag up and I see your story and I see what you're about, and I'm like, hey, I can resonate with this. Let me go ahead and buy. You weren't even there, but that story on the back and that legal text allowed me to connect with you, see what you're about, and make me want to go purchase. And a lot of people are like that. Once they see the story on your bag and resonate, they will buy right there. But if you're worried about leaving that blank to put all kind of nutrition and everything else on there and not telling your story, then you're missing out on free marketing space. Step number 9, pro tips to save money. I'm gonna give you some tips to save money. Print runs are hella expensive. So please test first. Always test first, no matter what. Just order a small batch. Use digital printing until you're sure, until you're ready to go print full time, and then you go scale. There's nothing wrong with printing a small batch. And if you can, keep your design flexible so you can always update flavors or claims or anything without having to redo everything. I remember at one point when I go pick up or to the store and I go, let's go say I go pick up some water in the water aisle, I used to see real tea, and they used to be like, hey, founded by Morgan Waller or Morgan Waller this. And then as I started seeing it lately, it took Morgan Waller off the print of the labels, and now it's just real tea. Now, that could be maybe they got more investments, or that could have been the heat that he was getting about supposedly being racist. I don't know. It could have been a lot of things, but things happen over time that make people want to change the bag up. And I just know that at one point I remember seeing his name all over every real tea bottle saying Morgan Waller and all that type of stuff. But as time went on, now I don't even see his name anywhere. Who knows? I don't know. It could have been those like supposedly allegations, whatever it could have been, they decided to change it up. But at the end of the day, whatever it may be, you need to be able to have just the file to be able to switch up and change your print if need be. If you ever need to change flavors, print, graphics, or change a color, that way you'll be able to save yourself. Sometimes when you make your color so distinct and it doesn't look good changing it, and you do have to change it, it can cost so much more money. But when you get to that point when you're in the stores, you'll already have it. If you're just starting off in the beginning, make sure you keep it to a minimum. Print a couple small little batches so that you can have, and then you'll be good to go. And then from there, once you like those small batches that you like and how they look in the store and how they look under the light, good light, bad light, then from there, you'll be ready to print and then also be able to push it out to everybody so they can see how it will look on your product to the world. With everything being said, let's recap it like we always do. Keep it clear. Test it on a real shelf. Make colors work for you. Yes, please make the colors work for you. Tell your story. And last but not least, design for the person buying, not the founder creating. Too many times founders create stuff for themselves when you shouldn't. You should be creating for the person that's buying. And remember, packaging isn't just decoration. It's not. It's a strategy into a box store. It's a strategy for a customer to buy. It's a strategy to get somebody to turn them from a trier to a buyer. If you like this video, please, please, please like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Of course, tell a friend to tell a friend. And like I always say, this is Eric, Mr. CPG 101. Your brand deserves more than just a dream. It deserves a strategy. And I'm here to give you as many tips I can so that you can execute your strategy and take your CPG brand to the next level. So please, 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 please leave any comments you have below. Leave any comments you have below. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget, it's me, Mr. CPG 101, Eric.